And the fact that he can climb on Twitter and make statements about the whole like beauty community thing with his whole chest while not acknowledging anything else. It's like, who gives a damn about the beauty community? You're a predator and a racist. Do you want to talk about the real stuff or no? But again, he's only going to address things that he feels like he can defend himself on, because he has an issue just coming forward and saying, I was wrong, I messed up, I should have never said those things. We're never going to get that from Shane Dawson. It's never going to happen.
I say, why don't we make an agreement, then we can.
Hey guys, it's Naira. My nose ring is completely covered in foundation. That's not what this video is about. Today, I want to be talking about the recent Shane Dawson, I don't even want to call it drama, because it's far beyond drama. It's racism and extremely ridiculously inappropriate sexual references. Let's put it that way to be vague, because y'all know what I'm talking about. But I want to speak about it from the perspective of someone who is really disappointed because I used to support Shane, why I used to support Shane, and what I think about everything that's going on now. Yeah, it's a bumpy ride. If you guys want me to drag a racist for filth and admit to my mistakes, and you came to the right place, keep watching. All right, you saw the intro and the title, so let's get into it. If at any point you're curious about the products I'm using, they will be in the description box below. So I'm gonna take it back to the very beginning, which for me is between 2010, 2012-ish. This is when I discovered Shane Dawson for myself. Now, at this point, not all of his content was ridiculously racially insensitive and bigoted, just most of it. But I was at an age where I was using the internet unsupervised, and I didn't see an issue because I was just too young and too ignorant. So essentially, I'm 10, 11, 12, supporting the content of someone that is making fun of people that look like me and my family and my mom, my sister, you know what I mean? Like the Shanae character was like a loud ghetto black woman, and he's doing blackface and making fun of Nicki Minaj, and it's like, that is so damaging. And the part that makes me frustrated at my 12-year-old self is I came from a family that was vocal about racial injustices, like directly to my face, since about 5 years old. Like literally, like as soon as I was able to start conceptualizing things, my parents were like, here's what racism is. And that's how I want to be with my children. Like, you have to be aware. And so it's frustrating that the way that the media is, and definitely was set up, is that was not socially, it was never morally okay, and it should have never morally been acceptable, but it was socially acceptable, and he got away with it because Black people are so underprotected and so dismissed. So yeah, as I got older, like middle school age, it started to click to me how problematic his content was, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not watching this racist asshole anymore. Like, it's just not happening. I started understanding for myself, you know, before there was actual outrage, I started understanding, wow, this is really inappropriate. So I stopped watching him. Then a few years pass, and I rediscovered Shane, and his content has changed. Now he's doing like conspiracy theory videos, and I met him in like that transition between like weird eating videos and conspiracy videos, and so I started really enjoying his content. Now he still was saying really ridiculous things in some of those videos, but it was a lot scaled back. And the reason I always found it easy to root for Shane is because he always, and to this day still really, he always depicts himself as this little helpless, gentle little butterfly, you know, just the victim, just helpless, just he know not what he do. He just wants to make people laugh because he used to be the fat kid who got made fun of, you know, just that whole narrative was his thing. And so being young and ignorant and vulnerable, and also just wanting to like a content creator that you used to like, you know, it's just like wanting to give someone the benefit of the doubt. I started watching his content again. And again, it's just interesting to me that he was even allowed room to like grow and change his content, even though he, like I said, he was still making inappropriate jokes. It's just interesting because had he been a Black creator, he wouldn't have even been allowed that room to grow. Like, he would have been pushed off the platform. But anywho, he was allowed the room to grow and still fumbled it, still made inappropriate jokes, not only on his own channel and on those own videos of his, but like in collabs with other people on his podcast. It's just a hot mess. It's like chance after chance with this guy, right? But then he collabed with Jeffree Star, who I also used to support, but I want to do a separate video specifically on Jeffree. I want to use James and Jeffree as separate entities for the most part in this video, right? And I consider myself woke and aware, and I'm not supporting racist, and you're not getting my dollar, you're not getting my views if you're problematic and blah, blah, blah. But for whatever ridiculous, stupid reason, Jeffree and Shane were always my exception, I guess. I really don't know why. I had accepted for myself their respective apologies. And now that I look back on it, I'm like, okay, those were half-ass apologies. Not only were they half-ass apologies, but like they just didn't, like, I genuinely do not believe at this point that they meant any of their apologies because of the actions that they continued to do. Shane's victim narrative made it so easy to continue supporting him. Like it made me not feel as bad. You know, I really fed into that whole, oh, he just wants to make people laugh, and oh, he was bullied, and oh, trauma. But here's the thing. I was bullied. I've been through trauma. I've been molested. I've been sexually assaulted. And still, I'm not a racist or a bully. So now that I've addressed my own error by continuing to support a raging racist, let's talk about Shane current day, okay? Let's start here. Him picking and choosing what he is and isn't going to address, unacceptable to me. You cannot address what you did to Willow Smith, but you can jump on Instagram Live when Tati drops a video about you. Interesting. If you don't know the Willow Smith thing, a quick Twitter search will pull it up. I don't want to talk about it here on this channel because it's extremely triggering for me. No. It's disgusting though, so prepare yourself. I've noticed that Mr. Shane is only addressing things that he feels like he can directly combat or defend himself against. Like, he obviously will have no defense when it comes to what he did to Willow Smith, so he's just not going to address it. He only addressed in those that stupid notes paragraph that he posted on Twitter. So stupid. Or paragraphs, plural. So dumb. He was like literally spewing nonsense. What did we expect from someone who, never mind. Anywho, he lied and like couldn't just be transparent about the whole Tati's video thing, because I believe Tati to a certain extent, but I believe her when she says that a big part of the reason she made that video was because she was manipulated by Shane and Jeffree to do so. I think it's very clear that Shane is lying about a lot of that. And even still, he addressed it by beating around the bush. Like, he made it seem like he was addressing all these like hard-hitting things by like asking himself stupid questions and then answering it in that little like notes thing that he wrote on Twitter. Like, you're not really answering anything or giving us any real new information. And the thing that doesn't sit right with me the most is that he like half-ass addressed it before. He gave half-ass apologies before, but him not addressing the weird sexual jokes about children and the racism and the blackface, like him not addressing it in real time as all of that is being brought up, really doesn't sit right with me. Because like, not only is like joking about children like that never going to be okay, and it should have never been accepted, it should have never been excused because it's just Shane Dawson and it's just humor. It's just like, no, like I'm ashamed of 10, 11, 12-year-old me for even allowing that. I mean, and I can only be so hard on myself. I was a child and, you know, but it's like, ew. It's literally embarrassing. It's literally embarrassing. And the fact that he can climb on Twitter and make statements about the whole like beauty community thing with his whole chest while not acknowledging anything else. It's like, who gives a damn about the beauty community? You're a predator and a racist. Do you want to talk about the real stuff or no? But again, he's only going to address things that he feels like he can defend himself on, because he has an issue just coming forward and saying, I was wrong, I messed up, I should have never said those things. We're never going to get that from Shane Dawson. It's never going to happen. You're not going to address the real issues, the real life problems, but you're going to confidently get on Twitter and address Tati and James Charles and the Dramageddon BS. Do you know how much bigger of an issue you've created, Shane? This is so far beyond Dramageddon. And then to invite yourself, let's be real, to invite yourself to the beauty community, make millions of dollars off of that collab, and then 12 hours after your restock, I got a little happy with the foundation. And then 12 hours after your restock, go, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see myself out of the beauty community, which I was never invited to in the first place. The nerve. The nerve! The one thing that white men possess, no matter what, is the nerve. And the way that I myself watched my fellow black women say that this was going to happen, especially Amanda. If you guys don't know Amanda, she's a godsend to this platform. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. She talks about not just like beauty guru drama, but like about racism, about colorism, she's just the most intelligent person on this platform, okay? And to have people like Amanda, black women, saying that this was gonna happen, and me just trying to believe in my faves, like, no, black women really told us so. And it's embarrassing that I didn't listen. And I think personally, the reason I'll never be able to really support Shane in any way again is the way that he's able to lie. Like, he really sat there and pretended like Dramageddon was so dramatic and it was all news to him and he didn't have any say-so in it, and it was breaking news and it was so shocking and it really took a toll on him, and the beauty community is so toxic. I'm so afraid of the beauty community. You were orchestrating this. You were in on it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, to pretend that the beauty community was so scary and everybody's so fake and oh my God, I'm just not like that. I'm not cut out like that. Yeah, because you're worse. You're worse than them. You were orchestrating this, idiot. I'm going to end my thoughts with this. Maybe that clumsily written stupid ass notes, not apology, but like whatever you want to call it, was his truth. Maybe being racist and problematic is his truth, and that's just who he is. And I believe everybody should live in their truth and walk in their truth, baby. So if that's his truth, let it be his truth. But don't be mad when people have an opinion about it. Don't be mad when people are hurt. Don't be mad when people are demanding answers and apologies, because you asked for it. He literally begged for it by being on the internet for this long and not learning from his mistakes and continuing to, like, time after time just be gross, repulsive, make terrible jokes, because like racism and pedophilia is very frequently passed off by a joke when it comes to people that legitimately believe those things. That's your truth, Shane. Live your truth, but don't be upset when people are demanding answers. I feel like that's fair. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, want to see more, then subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok to see what I'm doing when I'm not serving y'all looks on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye. Is there? Oh, I thought it was something on my nails. Okay, bye.
See, why don't we make an agreement, then we can just while we're being friends, girl, I know you wanna